Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Doyle Field.
And we welcome you back to the countdown to kickoff here on the K-Zone. This Week 6 regular season game from historic Doyle Field in Leominster between the Mountaineers of Wachusett High School and your Leominster Blue Devils. And here they come. The Blue Devils running on the field. They got some pep in their step tonight. That is for darn sure. Looking for a win here tonight. Blue Devils looking for their first win of the 2018 football season, and we welcome back in our maestro, Todd.
Well, thank
the
you.
voice of the Blue Devils, Rob.
Thank you so much, Kate. Good to be back here with you as we continue
And
our
I'm not done
countdown
my
kickoff.
introduction.
It's all you.
And Bill Thomas, the illustrious Bill Thomas. Don't cut me off. Okay?
I wasn't trying.
Especially when she's coming to me.
That's right.
Thank you, Kate and Todd,
Good to be
What are you
here.
thanking Todd for? What did he do?
for getting out of the way.
Oh, that's good.
It's good to
We
be
can thank
home.
him for that.
It's good to be home.
It is really good to be home at historic Doyle Field tonight, and I can confirm a couple of things. By the way, you want to know if the road to Thanksgiving begins tonight? I took my walk, and who do I run into behind the press box? Walking into the stadium quietly, but dressed in his Fitchburg Athletic gear. That would be Fitchburg Athletic Director and former head coach, longtime head coach Ray Kazenza, and I kind of gave him the look like, what are you doing here exactly? Oh, we don't play till tomorrow. I smiled, I laughed, and good to see him here tonight. And again, that's the kind of support that Central Massachusetts high school football has. And if you're not playing a game, you're at a game, and that, hey, to their credit, great to have them out supporting the action tonight as we continue our countdown to kickoff. Coin toss coming up, brought to you by Woodcombe Insurance. But first, how about this message on breast cancer awareness? Susan G. Komen and the Ad Council are teaming up on a new breast cancer public education campaign, Know Your Girls. The new campaign encourages women to treat their breasts with the same attentiveness and understanding they share with their girlfriends. You can take charge of your breast health by learning about your risk for breast cancer at knowyourgirls.org and use that information to talk to your doctor. Knowing your breasts can save your life. So go to knowyourgirls.org for all the facts you need about breast health. That's knowyourgirls.org, brought to you by Susan G. Komen for the Cure Foundation and the Ad Council as we continue our breast cancer awareness coverage tonight.
Pretty awesome campaign.
Fantastic. You should have seen the radio PSA that went with it. It was tremendous as well. As we welcome in our broadcast partners over at Leominster TV as well. Happy to have them joining us. As you see, they've gone pink for the broadcast tonight as well. Lots of pink, and again, raising awareness for breast cancer screening, and of course getting out there in front. Bill Thomas, the coin toss, brought to you by Woodcombe Insurance. You can call them at 978-840-8700 or find Woodcombe Insurance on the web at woodcombe.com. Bob Bonsi, the crew chief and white hat referee at midfield, has tossed the coin, and Bill Thomas, give us the results.
Looks like the Blue Devils have won the toss. Let's see what they elect to do. They are going to defer to the second half, and they'll choose field position goal they want to defend. I'm going to take that low-hanging fruit and say Wachusett's probably going to accept the opening kickoff here, but we'll see till they turn them around, wait for the official signal. And Wachusett will be accepting the opening kick, and they'll be defending our goal to the right.
All right. So with that is our countdown to kickoff. 2 minutes to the top of the hour. We've got Leominster and Wachusett for you here on AM 1280 and 105.3 FM, streaming live at WPKZ.net. Leominster TV joins us as well on Comcast, Verizon, streaming at their webpage at leominster.tv, and also add, by the way, their Facebook live feed at leominster.tv on Facebook as well. Happy to have all of you joining us wherever you are across central Massachusetts, across the United States, and around the world, as we have people joining us via all sorts of different formats as well. With that said, time for our last break over on the radio side. We take a quick break for the national anthem in-house. The national anthem brought to you by the Leominster High School Marching Band and under its direction of Director Barry Hudson. A break and we're back with kickoff. You're listening to Leominster High School football on the K-Zone, WPKZ.
All right, I'll pan the band. Just tell me when you switch between.
Back to historic Doyle Field. Our countdown to kickoff concluded. It is time now for Leominster and Wachusett. Week 6 action here from historic Doyle Field. And happy to have you joining us alongside Bill Thomas and Kate Robbins. I am Todd Robbins. Happy to be here with you for this Week 6 coverage. Leominster brings their 0-5 record into Doyle Field for 3 consecutive home games in a hope that they can turn things around on this week. See what they can do as Wachusett comes in with their 3-2 record. Bill Thomas mentioned it moments ago. They're going to defend the goal to our right. White tops, evergreen bottoms with white helmets, triple stripe up the middle with white, black, and evergreen, and the evergreen W's on either side as we get set for kickoff. Bill Thomas.
And this kickoff is brought to you by a proud supporter of Leominster High School football with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau and over 25 years of experience. Make Troy Hebert your first choice for your home construction, remodeling, and damage repair needs. Find Troy Hebert online at troyhebertconstruction.com and line up your free estimate. Now with the call of the game, the voice of the Blue Devils, Todd Robbins.
All right, Bill Thomas, thank you so much. Kickoff end over end. It will be returned by Jay-Sean Henderson from around his own 20-yard line. He's angled left to right, crossing the 25-yard line and cut down right around the 26. And that's where the Mountaineers will set up shop. First down and 10, their own 26-yard line, going right to left.
We'll have to see what the Wachusett running game brings tonight. Vaunted running game, 3 touchdowns each by the star running backs. And who knows what else they could have put up, but it looks like they might have just mixed and matched them just right.
And we'll see what they bring indeed. With that double wing T type formation, now a straight backfield, all 3 backs standing behind Melky Shabo, the starting quarterback. Here's the snap, give it to the right back, and it was Henderson. Henderson brings it back across the 25. He's cut down after a short gain on the play. Give him a yard, maybe a half, and we'll call it second down and a short 9.
Interestingly enough, Henderson, one of the running backs that did not score one of their 6 touchdowns on the ground last week, but it just shows the versatility that Wachusett can bring to their ground game when they give it to their third, what looks like their third back on their opening play.
Gain of 1 officially, second down and 9 from their own 27, middle of the field, coming right to left for the Mountaineers. 2 back split behind them. Tight end on the right of the formation, flanker to the left. Here's the snap, and the give this time was the left back. That's Gavin Menzo. Menzo will take it from left to right, turning right corner, crossing the 28-yard line and pulled down just past the 30. They say at the 31-yard line of the Mountaineers as they continue from right to left. Gain of 4 on the play, 3rd down and 5.
Menzo, one of those top running backs, had 3 touchdowns last week, a 74-yarder, a 68-yarder, and a 35-yarder, all on the ground.
3rd down, 5 to go. Their own 31 coming left to right. The snap looked like there may have been a little bit of something off on that snap, but straight up the middle went the handoff. It was Menzo once again crossing the 35 and cut down at the 38-yard line for a Mountaineer 1st down. Time now to meet the Blue Devil defense. And this one's brought to you by Schofield Power Equipment.
Zach Del Judas, 81, senior, linebacker.
I'm Zachary Calladay. I'm number 64. I'm a senior, and I play defensive tackle.
Kyle Philbin, number 51, sophomore, defensive end.
Miles Bowers, number 2, junior, linebacker.
Connor Marchand, number 22, senior, middle linebacker.
Harley Gillott, number 1, junior, outside linebacker.
Alesh Martinez, number 44, senior, linebacker.
Adam Couch, number 21, senior cornerback.
JC Core, number 6, sophomore safety.
Gabe Elias, number 7, senior, cornerback.
Felipe Garcia, number 5, senior, safety.
And that is the Blue Devil defense as Melky Shabo rolls out, finds Gavin Manzo across the midfield stripe. He gains good extra yards after the catch across the 40-35, and he's cut down at the Blue Devil 34-yard line. Mountaineers right back to the line. 1st down and 10 from right hash. Here's the snap, and the give this time was Sam Brewer, the fullback, and he'll march his way forward off the right side of the formation. Goes for a gain of 3. Make it 4, and it'll be 2nd down and 6.
And if you're wondering what Sam Brewer is going to bring to the game, he had 3 touchdown runs on the ground last week, 16-yarder, 34-yarder, and a 7-yarder. So you can't key on any one play when you're looking at the backfield of the Wachusett Mountaineers.
2nd down, 6 to go from the Blue Devil 29 at right hash. Just passing 8.5 minutes to play here in quarter number 1. Wachusett with the first offensive possession. Here's the snap, and the give this time was to the fullback Brewer. Brewer, the bruising back off the left side of the formation. Check it, make it Manzo, and he will gain another 2, maybe 3. 3rd down, about 2.5.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell who's who back there with that wing. And, who's fullback, who's the tailback, who's the, the blocking back.
Hide and seek, you can call it whatever you want. Difficult to find the ball.
Exactly. And then you got the quarterback, too. You
Yeah.
got to worry about
who can roll out, throw, and run.
Roll out and burn you.
Yeah, triple threat cornerback indeed. And here we go. A 3rd down and 2 to go. 7:45 to play here in the first quarter. Blue Devils looking for a stop. Here's the snap. The give was straight up the gut. That looked like Manzo again. Forward he went to right around, crossing the 25 and right around the 23-yard line in the neighborhood of a 1st down and make it Brewer, the fullback, on the carry. We're going to be doing this all night long.
I know. I'm going to just let you talk through the play and then look for the hand signals as they unpile Todd. I'll let you fix it.
Good.
But I mean, it's you talk about running back by committee successfully. That's what we're going to see tonight.
1st down nonetheless for the Mountaineers at the Blue Devil 21-yard line at right hash. And here they come with that 2-back split in the backfield. It's Manzo and Brewer in the backfield. Henderson split off to the right of the formation. Chabot under center the snap. This time I'm sure it's Brewer. Brewer on the carry straight up the middle, and he will move his way up to around the 20-yard line. Goes for a gain of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down and 8.
One thing I'm seeing, Todd, Manzo's wearing white sleeves and Brewer is not. So let's just see whose arms we can see when he gets the ball. That's one thing I picked up on. 32 is wearing sleeves, 35 is not. And we'll just figure out the 3rd running back when he's out there.
And here comes Chabot to the line. Single back deep behind him is Brewer. And here's the snap. The sweep pitch for Brewer turning the right corner. He'll cut back across the 20. Took an initial hit low, and he'll get pushed back. Defense was able to stack up after no gain, maybe a short gain on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down at about 7. One thing that was a modification, this was a game time decision. You heard us announce Gabe Elias introduced himself as the starter tonight at the corner position. We can report Brian Rodriguez. Game time decision, healthy, eligible, and back in the football game. He is back in his cornerback spot.
I'd like to see that good recovery from a concussion that he had earlier this season.
On a 3rd and 7, Chabot will shift to a shotgun set. Brewer in the backfield with him. He's got 4 receivers split out in the formation. And here's the snap through the hands of Chabot, and he has to fall on it, back across the 25, and shy of the 30 and around the 28-yard line. First shotgun formation, and on the shotgun snap, the center launches it over the head of Chabot.
Yeah, and you talk about a momentum killer, but let's go back to that last play, that sweep, that deep pitch there that just didn't go anywhere. The successful out of that wing, just smashing the ball up the middle. As soon as they change up, a couple of, not that negative play in that sweep, but it got nothing, and then that negative play off that snap out of the shotgun.
Blue Devil defense with a chance here on 4th down and rather long. Officially listed at 4th and 16. Mountaineers need to move the football to the Blue Devil 12 for a first. Shotgun snap solid this time. Chabot backside pursuit, and down he goes! Zach Calladay with the closing speed. Kyle Philbin with the cleanup. It's a sack in the backfield. Turnover on downs, and the Blue Devils have the football.
Well, we know how the coach preaches defensive turnover. The 4th on stop down, that's a defensive turnover, and no better way to fire the team up and get the offense out there with field position.
Turnover on downs, and the ball to the Blue Devils with a huge defensive play, shutting down what was a very productive first drive for the Mountaineers. 5:15 to play in the first quarter. Leominster's got their first offensive touch, coming left to right. No score, Leominster and Wachusett. Shotgun two backs split off next to Cora, and the give is for Couch. Couch into the second level, now into the third, crossing the 45, and cut down around midfield, and it's a first down for the Blue Devils.
Good opening carry burst there, but let's just go back to that defensive stand, Todd. We have seen the Blue Devils play defense very effectively first quarter, into the second quarter, you know, through halftime, but it's when they're getting wore down, and they step up again here in the first quarter.
First down and 10 for Leominster, their own 49 at right hash. Cora marking signals in a pistol formation. Two receivers are open to the left, and here's the snap. And the give this time, it's Marchand. Marchand ducks his head, slides up toward midfield, gains 1. Second down and 9.
One tough one there, too, but that's what Marchand does, is he gets his uniform dirty and buries his head into the pile.
We'll meet the Blue Devil offense after this play. First, a check of our time and temperature. It's brought to you by Acme Carpet One. There's lots of pros and cons in the flooring business, and these are the pros online at acmecarpet1.com. 51 degrees on a clear, cool fall night, and 11 minutes past 7. Slurpee time, as they say, here on a Friday night, October the 12th. On second down and 9, Cora back to pass, launches one over the seam and snared out of the air by the tight end, Zach Del Judas, and it's a Blue Devil first down across the 40 and down at the Mountaineer 39.
Nice design play there, taking advantage of the middle. Cora with time to throw. You know, and a lot of it has to do with that center quarterback exchange. Let's not waste that second trying to figure out where we are and who's coming at us. Cora keeps his head up, throws a strike over the middle.
Rodriguez will be split wide in a trips formation out to the left. Shotgun for Cora, Couch the lone back in the backfield, and the tight end Del Judas is the wide receiver wide to the short side right. Here's the snap for Cora. Got some time, being flushed, and he's hit and taken down. Sack in the backfield. Great outright pursuit there over the middle. It's Aiden Tomaszewski. He got there first and knocks the Blue Devils back across midfield to their side of the 50-yard line. Let's meet the Blue Devil offense. It's brought to you by Schofield Power Equipment.
JC Core, number 6, sophomore quarterback.
Adam Couch, number 21, senior running back.
Connor Marchand, number 22, senior fullback.
Zach Del Judas, 81, senior tight end. Gabe Elias, number 7, senior wide receiver.
Ali Gillot, number 1, junior wide receiver.
Kyle Philbin, number 51, sophomore tackle.
Frank Apoku, number 60, junior left tackle.
Jack Philbin, number 50, sophomore guard.
Hi, my name is Dominic Delgado. I'm number 65. I am a senior, and I play offensive guard.
My name is Zachary Calladay. I'm number 64. I'm a senior, and I play offensive guard.
I'm Joe Conlon, number 72. I'm a junior, and I'm the right tackle.
On second down and very long, Cora back to pass, backing up, still backing up, launches one, rotating on a third angle, coming back forward is Gillot. He tries to make a sliding catch, and he will not get to it. That one, Bill Thomas, was just thrown up and said, hopefully somebody can catch this football.
JC Cora's inexperience showed off a little bit right there. You just don't lob it up down the middle of the field after 4 or 5 seconds. Just way too much going on down there, but he's learning. Luckily, it fell incomplete.
on-the-job training for sure. 3rd down and 21 for the Blue Devils, their half of the midfield stripe. Pistol formation, here's the snap. Little pump fake, and now the snap back into the line, looking for Connor Marchand, and Cora short-armed it, and he threw it incomplete. So a nice movement for a while, reset the sticks twice, and now the Blue Devils drive will stall at midfield. They'll be forced to punt.
And that sack cost them 12 yards, but that was a nice little center screen and a picket line of offensive linemen there. Just Marchand just couldn't corral it.
4th and 21 from midfield. Marchand stands at his own 37 to punt. Good snap right between the 22, and Marchand will send that low line drive punt with a great Blue Devil bounce, still rolling, and now checks up inside the 10-yard line and touchdown right around the 8. Fantastic punt of 41 for Marchand. Great play.
Nice change of field position here, too. We'll see if the Blue Devils defense can keep that momentum after that stop on 4th down. Now let's bring some heat down here and maybe get a turnover. This is what the coach wants. Really, he wants to be led by their defense.
Starting lineups are powered by Schofield Power Equipment. They sell quality performance power, lawnmowers, snowblowers, generators, chainsaws, and they service them all, too. On site at 12 Summer Street in Leominster. Done right the first time, you've got Schofield Power. Online at schofieldpower.net. And here come the Mountaineers, 1st and 10 inside their own 10. The snap and the give this time was for Henderson. Henderson bounces it to the outside, right around the 10-yard line. He'll go for a gain of 2 on the play.
Guess Henderson's their first play of the drive guy. We didn't see him after that first carry on the other drive. He got the first carry, then it was Bruin and Manzo.
Goes officially for a gain of 1, 2nd down and 9. 2:05 and counting to play here in the first quarter. No score. Leominster and Wachusett. Blue Devils wearing the home royal blue tops, royal blue bottoms. The color rush look with the white helmets. Single royal blue stripe up the middle with the white cages as well. And a splash of pink in there as October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Here's the snap and back to pass Chabot on 2nd and 9. He got a receiver open and into the second level. It's Liam Griffin. Griffin's got midfield across the Blue Devil 45, and he's cut down right around the 41-yard line. All of a sudden, just leaking out there was Henderson, and he got himself a catch and 49 yards.
Yeah, I didn't see where Henderson lined up, if he was in the slot or lined up as a tight end, a second tight end over there, but he just got himself open down the hash there. See if we can't get a good look at it here from the fantastic views we're getting from LTV. Nice, well-designed play, and he just got lost there in the secondary.
Ran a little out and beat 2 defenders down the right side of the formation there. Minute and a half to play here in quarter 1. 1st and 10 for the Mountaineers, Blue Devil 43. Here's the snap, the give for Mayenzo. Mayenzo bounces it to the outside, cross the 40, and cut down right around the 35-yard line. Goes for a gain of 8. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
One thing I'm seeing with Menzo, he's got great burst right from that snap. He's got no problem getting up to speed, and it's very tough for the lineman to get him at that initial line of scrimmage. He's in the second level before the lineman can really sit there and see what's going on with the blocks.
Final minute of a fast-moving first quarter here from historic Doyle Field. 2nd down and 2 to go. 2 backs move from the right side of the formation to the left. Henderson will be split off the left side of the formation. Here's the snap and the give. It's Mayenzo with a little dance across the 30-yard line and cut down right around the 20. Bill Thomas says it was Brewer on the carry there. It was one of them. Yeah. Sleeves and no sleeves. Bill Thomas has got this. All right, I'll look for the sleeves. Good golly. And a October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Worldwide, every 21 seconds, another woman hears, "I'm sorry, but you have breast cancer." Every 74 seconds, another death. Rapidly growing, fast spreading, aggressive. This is the campaign we need to end breast cancer. This is Breast Cancer Deadline 2020. The National Breast Cancer Coalition has set a deadline for the end of breast cancer by January 1, 2020, with a global strategy to meet it. Online at breastcancerdeadline2020.org. Share our vision. It's focused, it's clear. It's 2020. Out of the Blue Devil timeout, 45 seconds to play here in quarter number 1. No score, Leominster and Wachusett, and the Mountaineers looking to perhaps capitalize on moving the ball down the field in heavy chunks.
Okay, what am I doing?
Here comes a first down and 10 for the Mountaineers from the Blue Devil 25-yard line at left hash. 3-back straight line behind Chabot, the snap and the give. It is Mayenzo this time. He turns the right corner of the formation, across the 20, and he's taken down around across the 25, taken down around the 23-yard line. Gain of 2, second down, 8 to go.
See if we can't get another stand here. It's about when the Blue Devils stiffened up there on that first drive. Wachusett kind of got out of what they were doing, went to that sweet pitch and then the shotgun. Have to see if the Blue Devils can't put some pressure on him.
Second down and 8 to go. Chabot in a gun, Brewer in the backfield with him. Snap, throws that screen out. It was juggled by Henderson. Del Judas, the linebacker, pursued, took him out of the play, and the ball hit the turf. 0-0 showing on the board, and that's the end of quarter number 1 here at historic Doyle Field. Scoreless as the teams change ends to begin quarter number 2. This is Leominster High School football on the K-Zone, WPKZ. Bonus coverage for our viewers joining us over on Leominster TV tonight. You also wearing a splash of pink tonight as we raise awareness for breast cancer awareness. Want to thank our award-winning executive producer Bradley Bedard for helping us out with the getting the pink out there on the timeouts and on the team logos and also on the LTV logo as well. So great to have you with us as part of our breast cancer awareness broadcast tonight. And Bill Thomas, what a first quarter of action it was. You know what? Stalemate, fast moving, a lot of defense.
0-0. We won that quarter. That's the way I look at it. In theory,
yes.
I mean, that's the way I look at it. The Blue Devils put up a good quarter defensively, moved the ball a little bit offensively, but like the coaches said, he's relying on his defense to set the tone. He likes that pick six. He wants a fumble. He wants a spark. That fourth down stand there. That's what the coach is looking for. See if we can't get some more of that.
Leominster High School football on LTV, brought to you by the El Camino Restaurant, Troy Hebert Construction, MP Crowley Company Incorporated, Dream Kitchens and Baths, and United Solutions. Thank you so much for underwriting this great Leominster TV program. Teams change ends to begin second quarter action. Mountaineers now going left to right. Here's the snap, fake the give, back pocket handoff there to the second man into the hole. That appears to be and was Mayenzo of the white sleeves across the 25-yard line and taken down around the 24. It'll be fourth down and about 9 for the Mountaineers.
A little interesting deception with some misdirection there, but ends up being just a basic running play up the middle when it's all said and done.
Fourth down and 9 to go. The second fourth down for the Mountaineers deep in Blue Devil territory. They failed to convert on their first drive on fourth down, similar location. Here's a 4th and 9 from the Blue Devil 24. Just passing 10.5 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Shotgun here for Melky Chabot. Brewers in the backfield with him. The motion man is Mayenzo, who runs a little curl at the snap. Goes to the outside, and Chabot looking to his right and throws, and it is well short of its intended target. It appeared to be Mayenzo, who was the motion man, running that little drag route there as the snap came, and turnover on downs, ball back to the Blue Devils. Defense stands deep in their own territory on back-to-back possessions to turn the ball over and give the offense a shot.
Yeah, and the coach has to be happy there, and I think Mountaineers try to take advantage of some what they've seen inconsistencies, but the defensive back stayed right there with that swing man.
And so here come the Blue Devils. First down and 10, their own 24 coming right to left here in quarter number 2. Pistol formation for Cora. The snap flag is out. This is going to be an illegal shift on Marchand. The handoff went straight up the middle for Couch and was stood up on the play. Marchand was moving forward or maybe even shifting without setting. And so the illegal shift coming up against the Blue Devils. There it is. Bob Bonsi with the signal for the illegal shift. There'll be a 5-yard penalty against Leominster and a first down and 15 coming up. Coach Mike Dubzinski could decline and take the distance, I suppose, take the down in distance. But they'll take the 5-yard penalty, and it'll be a replay of first down. First and 15 for the Blue Devils, back to their own 19-yard line, coming right to left. Todd Robbins alongside Bill Thomas. Kate Robbins here with us as well. We promise she's here. We are not keeping her off the air tonight. Kate's a little under the weather. She's hanging in there for us. She'll have her updates throughout the game as well. On first down and 15, out of a pistol. Snap is low, fielded by Corey. He recovers, now directing traffic. Launches one down the left side, and welcome back Brian Rodriguez. He lays out and just out of his reach, incomplete. He had gotten inside position on Henderson, who went downfield with him, but could not reel it in. And that also brings Brian Rodriguez back into the fold as a wide receiver as well.
How about Cora directing traffic, though? I don't know if we've seen
Under
that.
duress.
That, you know, he's being chased, but he sees his guy. He's like, get open,
Do something. Please.
Good job by Cora, just get the ball downfield there.
Second down and 15 to go. Clock stopped on the incompletion. 9:42 to play here in the second quarter. No score, Leominster and Wachusett. On 2nd and 15, pistol set again. Couch is behind Cora in the formation. Marchand standing right next to him. Here's the snap. Got some time, backpedaling here, flips it back into the line. Complete for the fullback Marchand, who was running just kind of a little bubble right to the center, basically, right in the A gap. He made the catch. No gain on the play. Maybe a short loss. Yeah, they moved it actually back just a little bit, maybe a half yard or so. So it'll be 3rd down and 15.
Yeah, that center screen didn't quite work out. Wasn't set up quite as good as the first one that fell incomplete. But it's nice to see the Blue Devils mixing and matching a little bit and trying to keep the Mountaineers back on the hills.
3rd and 15 from their own 18. Straight up shotgun this time. Couch is in the backfield with him. There's 3 receivers in the formation, and now the tight end Del Judas goes motion and resets down off the right side of the line. Now here comes Brian Rodriguez, right to left across the formation. It'll set up trips to the left at the snap. Cora, low snap bobbled, picked it up with backside pursuit, snaps it out looking for Rodriguez, juggled and incomplete. And now a flag down at the end of the play. A ball got swatted out of somebody's hand. I didn't see who did the swatting or who was holding the ball, but the referee wasn't happy on the sideline, and he flipped the ball out, and he's pointing toward the Leominster sideline. If this is a 15-yard for unsportsmanlike conduct against Leominster deep in their own territory, huge, huge, huge undisciplined moment.
I see some of the Mountaineers trying to pull Doug Kane out of the pile there. I'm not sure if he was involved in that. We'll see which way the unsportsmanlike goes here. Could go both ways, but
unsportsmanlike conduct is signaled against Leominster. Not good, not good at all.
Gonna back him up.
Yeah, half the distance. Yeah, don't quite have the 15.
Gonna put him back inside the 10.
Yeah, so here we go. Here comes the march off from the umpire on Bob Bonsi's crew, and that's just undisciplined, and the type of undisciplined moment that you can't have. I wouldn't be shocked. Yeah, here comes Arlie Gillot, the guilty party, wearing a lot of pink, but very undisciplined there. He'll get some time to think about it over here in the pseudo-football penalty box. Standing in the middle of his own end zone, Connor Marchand to punt on 4th and a country mile. Good snap, middle of the numbers. And Marchand got to go vertical with this one, goes high, fair catch signal for, and then muffed, and then down on the ground right around the 46-yard line, covered up there by Mayenzo. High arcing punt from Marchand, and I think Mayenzo may have lost it in the lights on the fair catch.
Well, maybe in the moonlight was up so high. I went above the lights, but great job. But when you got to compliment your punting, that's not the way you want to emphasize.
Coach Blasey always says that.
Right, when the punter is the best effective player on your team.
It's not good. It's not good news.
But a nice 35-plus yard punt there by Connor Marchand to get the Blue Devils out of the hole.
Back judge going in the wrong direction. He was standing in the offensive backfield. Bob Bonsi says, no, you're on the other side of the formation. So they set him up deep in the defensive backfield, 15 off the play, and here come the Mountaineers. 1st and 10 from the Blue Devil 46. The snap and the give this time it was Brewer. Brewer straight across the 45, cut down at around the 41-yard line. Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. Brewer of the sleeveless look.
That's my signal from now on, Todd. I'm not going to hold up fingers.
Sleeves
it's either
or no.
That.
My goodness.
The stuff that goes on in the booth.
Winding down to around 8 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Either team looking to get on the board. Both have been knocking. They've had their chances. Have not been able to capitalize. Chabot, the snap, the give for Henderson. Henderson's got some room off the left side of the formation. Cross the 40. He's cut down around the 39-yard line.
Nice open field tackle by Brian Rodriguez. Good to see him sticking his nose back in there and getting active part of the defense out there on his cornerback position.
He certainly is not going to miss the opportunity. Big 3rd down. 3rd down and 2 to go for the Blue Devils at their own 38-yard line at left hash as the Mountaineers continue their march from left to right. Bill Thomas will have a hardworking player spotlight coming up here at the end of this play. To the line comes the Mountaineers. Tight formation. Chabot's going to go under center. Two backs behind him are split and offset to the left. He's got a flanker off the formation to the right. Here's the snap and the give. It's Brewer. Brewer, the bruiser, across the 35 and cut down right around the 31-yard line, and it's enough for a Mountaineer first down. Hardworking player spotlight brought to you by Workers Credit Union, home of the $3 million give back program. The more you bank, the more you get back. Check them out on the web at WCU.com. Workers Credit Union, doing what's right for you.
I'm going with an S on the end of player. You can go with players.
Yes, sir.
All the defensive players that are wearing blue.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. On a first down play, snap, Chabot rolls out. He's got middle of the field. He uncorks, and it is long and incomplete out of the back of the end zone. He was looking deep downfield there, looked like 14. Dion Ossie Sarpong was the intended receiver, and he just got overthrown by Chabot.
Yeah, and it's going to bring up, we in third down? I'm trying to see. Nope, second down. But just to reflect a little bit about my choice, we're looking at a team, Wachusett, 42 in back-to-back wins, games 2 and 3. 31 in a loss and 42 in a win last week. This team can put up points, and to have a 0 on the board right now, Blue Devils defense all the way.
At our Week 6 hardworking player spotlight brought to you by Workers Credit Union. Second down and 10 here for the Mountaineers. That two-back split and offset left again. Flanker off the left wing. The snap and the give. Look straight up the middle this time. As they unpile, it was on the carry. Manzo. He'll gain 2 on the play, and it'll bring up third down and about 8 to go, right around the Blue Devil 30-yard line.
One thing I do got to comment, Mountaineers have a kid out there that would block out the sunlight on a good day, number 72, and the Blue Devils defense is doing a good job of not letting him control that right side of the line.
That's John Cook. Third down and 8 to go. Play action fake, turning around. Locks onto a receiver and launching his Chabot. It's long down the field and incomplete. He had beat double coverage. The pass is incomplete. There may have been some early contact as flags are out on the play there, and it appears, looks like 5, was 5 the intended receiver there? Caleb Marrero would be the intended receiver.
I'm trying to see who was down there. Relying on LTV here. Is that number 8 coming back with the ball? Could
8
be
would
5.
be Griffin.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
like
it is Liam Griffin.
Yeah, it looks like an 8, but that play was well covered. It looked like the defensive back just kind of reached a little early. Yeah, reached in there. Looked like one of the defensive backs. We'll let it go.
Getting a good look
like
here, and you can just see the early contact there.
Looked like it might have been Fernando Aguilar.
Well,
I couldn't really see
well
the number,
defended there. I was going to go with 3. Fernando Aguilar with a hand in there early. Hey, we praise them when they do well. We point out the mistakes occasionally when there are some to point out. And his hand was there just a shade early. Here's the snap and the give for Brewer, the fullback, on first down after the enforcement. That was first down from the Blue Devil 15-yard line, and he plows it straight forward to about the 10. So it'll be a gain of 5, second down and 5.
And we just singled out, was that Fernando Aguilar,
yes.
But Gabe Ellis come up there. It might have been Fernando again and just put a hat on the fullback there and play with a little bit of anger from that defensive back position.
Inside of 6 minutes to play here in the first half. Just about 31 minutes into this football game, and we are within 6 minutes of game clock to halftime. This game is flying by here at Doyle Field tonight. A lot of running, a lot of balls in the middle of the field. Clock has not stopped often. Chabot the snap this time. Bounces to the outside. That may be a loose football. It is a loose football. The question is, who has it? I see the down is up. The Mountaineers recovered for third down.
Looked like Chabot, I think, got on it, Todd.
Came out right at the tail end of the play as it was turning a corner. All of a sudden, you see the ball kind of rolling along the field, and we're going, ooh, that's not good. And yep, it was loose. Leominster had a chance at it and was not able to close the distance. Yeah, see it get popped out there at the end of the play. And you are right, Bill Thomas. Melky Chabot, the quarterback with the golden shoes, right back on top of it.
Following the play like a good quarterback would, and he was Johnny on the spot.
Indeed he was. It's a slight gain, it looks like, on the play. Across the 10 to the 9. So it'll be third down and 4 to go. Two backs in motion here. Griffin will be the tight end off of the right of the formation after the shift. The snap, Brewer straight up A gap into the pile right across the 5-yard line. Wing officials close, and they'll show fourth down. Fourth down, and I look short here. Both wing officials trying to mark that spot. It looks like a left foot spot. And Bob Bonsi says short by about a half a yard.
Let's explain that left foot, right foot spot.
Yes, indeed.
If it's to the offensive side, the comes in with the right foot, you
Yes.
get an extra half a foot of football.
That's
he
right.
comes in and stops with his left foot, you end up short. It's an odd phenomenon, but we always thought left foot, right foot spot.
And Coach Palazzi says, hang on, 30-second timeout. He'll stop the clock. 4:05 to play here, make it 4:03 to play here in the second quarter. No score, Leominster and Wachusett. Coach Palazzi wanted to stop and talk to the defense there, give him a chance. I see Kevin Murphy, the defensive coordinator, in there having a conversation with Connor Marchand, the middle linebacker, as they set this play. Leominster is perfect on 4th down stops through 2 possessions for the Mountaineers in this first half. Now really backed up against their own goal line. Heels clicking that goal line in the second level, and now they need the stop. On 4th and about a half a yard at the 5-yard line. Mike Dubzinski barking in the signals through his quarterback, Melky Chabot. On 4th down and short. Chabot goes under center. 2-back split, offset to the right. Snap and the pitch for Brewer. Brewer slips a defender. Not only does he have a first down, he's got a touchdown for the Mountaineers.
And he goes right behind that big right-hand side load of beef there and opens up a nice hole for him.
Blue Devils had made 2 previous defensive stops on 4th down. Not only could they not stop them on 4th down and short, they give up the 6 on that play. Great look at it on Leominster TV. Jack Selly down on the sideline tonight. We're going to call it the NFL Films camera. He's got the great look. He's so close, Bill Thomas, you can see the sweat run off the nose of the football.
And he started in the huddle during the coin flip. Great action, close-up action brought to you by LTV.
Barry Walsh does the place kicking. Artie Papandrea holds. The kick is up and through. As the teams come back up the field, 4:02 to play in the second quarter. 7-0. Wachusett on top of Leominster. A break and we're back with more. This is Leominster High School football on the K-Zone, WPKZ. Bonus coverage for our viewers joining us on Leominster TV. We were talking about those great looks that they've had for us all night long. Remember, anytime radio steps away, we give you a bonus look at it. And Bill Thomas, there's only so many times you can ask that defense to make a big play on 4th down. And this time, the penalty really set it up with the pass interference to give them the 4 downs inside the 10-yard line. And the Mountaineers ultimately made them pay.
Yeah, and the Mountaineers didn't get fancy. They just went to their strength right up the middle. No shotgun, no power sweeps or anything. Just pounded up the middle and did what they do best.
4 minutes left.
.402 to play here in the second quarter. 7-0 Mountaineers as they have the ball on the tee. 40-yard line at our left. Barry Walsh has that ball teed up. Check it, marking that off. 57, Kyle Wall. Mountaineers always have a lineman that is their lead kickoff specialist, and there he is, Kyle Wall, marking things down. Sets the entire line down into a 3-point stance, and here comes Wall on the approach. Low line drive squib, gets a lot of movement. It's bobbled, it's still loose, and I believe Bryant Cordero got on top of it, and he did. Cordero will cover it up right around the Blue Devil 27-yard line. So Leominster, thankfully, holds on to the football. First down and 10 as they come right to left, chasing 7. 4:02 to play here in the second quarter. And Bill Thomas, one need not put up the alarms at this point. You knew the Mountaineers were going to score. You've been able to keep them off the board for the majority of the half thus far. Now you're chasing 7. It's a reasonable game. You're in this football game.
Oh, absolutely. You have to score to win. So, you're only chasing 7. You haven't scored. Doesn't matter if they score 40.
First down and 10 to go. Blue Devils waiting for the signal to play. They can now proceed. Core's going to go under center with 2 backs offset. Marchand, the fullback, to the left. Couches in the backfield with him. The snap, and this time straight up the gut. It was Marchand who got the handoff. It found some room into the second level. Across the 35, 40, cut down across the 45, and across that 45 at the 46-yard line. Connor Marchand busts up a big one. Possibly his longest run in any one play of the year. As that fullback, you don't get a lot of open space, and he found some on that play.
You got a good quick hitter there and a good ball fake there by Core, and nice job by Marchand find the hole.
First down and 10 for the Blue Devils at the 46-yard line, their own. as they come right to left. Straight eye backfield this time. Here's the snap. Cora collides with Marchand. Marchand bounces off of Cora, finds some room in the A gap, crosses midfield, and he's into Mountaineer territory at the 49-yard line. Talk about making something out of a busted play. Determination to plow through your own quarterback to gain some yards.
And he almost ran him over there. Cora kind of surprised that he became part of that intersection there, but good second effort by Marchand, created positive play.
Second down, about 6 to go. That went for a gain of a surprising 4, just across into Mountaineer territory around the 49.5. Straight eye backfield this time with Couch donning. Marchand the down fullback, the snap. Give it to Marchand. He bounced it off the left side of the line, finds some room as the pack caves, and forward it goes to about the 47-yard line. The blocking backs kind of had moved forward to the right of the formation, and Marchand somehow rolled off to the left. Somehow I think he could have had a couple more yards there as he, somehow his body all of a sudden got turned back in the formation. But nonetheless, moves the football to the 47-yard line of the Mountaineers just inside left hash. 2.5 minutes to play here in the first half, 7-0. The lead right now for the Mountaineers. Eye backfield again, Marchand and then Couch. Brian Rodriguez short to the left as the wide receiver. Back into the fold tonight on a return from a concussion. Under center, Cora, hard snap, free play as the defense jumped. They went forward, gained about a yard on the play, and Coach Palazzi's very happy. On a 5-yard flag, it's going to be a Leominster first down. The officials, though, coming in for a discussion, but we're waiting for the signal from Bob Bonsi. This should be an offside with a hard count jump of just about everybody. And there's the signal, yes, an offside against the Mountaineers defense. Sometimes when you're ball hawking, Bill Thomas, you can ball hawk just a little too early.
Well, you know, Cora's been giving some signals too back there, showing some of his inexperience when it comes to the snap and, you know, some movements. And I'm sure the defensive coaches are picking up on those little tells, and just something Cora has to learn. Mountaineers trying to take advantage of it.
Eye backfield here, Marchand then Couch. Rodriguez short to the left, Gillott wide to the right. Under center, Cora, 3-step set. Plants that back foot, floats, looking sideline. Rodriguez had made the little in cut, then went to down the sideline, and it was long and incomplete, but Brian Rodriguez was the intended receiver for the Blue Devils.
Cora just has to hold that ball another split second, let Rodriguez get a little breakaway space there, but well-designed play. Just need to work on that time.
Second down and 10 to go, and eye backfield here. It's Marchand and then Couch and a receiver to either side. And here comes Cora under center on second down. Needs to move the football to the Mountaineer 33-yard line for the first down. Cora looks toward the sideline, now sets up under his center, and now a timeout taken. Coach Palazzi will grab 30 seconds here. Talk to his sophomore quarterback. Stops the clock with 1:55 to play in the second quarter. Chasing 7, it's 7-0. Mountaineers. Leominster High School football on the K-Zone brought to you by Hometown Bank. They don't answer to Wall Street, they answer to you. Colonial Ford of Marlboro. Yes, you can have it all at Colonial. Allstate Insurance Agent Patty Perchard with Patty Perchard and Allstate. You're in good hands. And ROI Office Furniture and Systems. Quality, value, and service without exception. Coming out of the timeout, second down and 10 to go. Cora to go under center, 2-back split, 2 receivers wide to the right. The snap and the give this time is Marchand, and Marchand finds a hole across the 40, down at the 39, gains 3. I think it looks like third down, about 7 to go, and the Mountaineers slow to get up on the play, and yeah, he's gonna have to go to the sideline there. It looks like 30 heading over to the sideline. It's Aiden Tomaszewski.
He's worked decent.
Good precaution. The officials quick to blow that whistle and get him off the field.
Oh, it appears he's got an injury to his wrist. Mike Dubzinski just said something to Bob Bonsi that maybe he needed a second, so they're going to delay play for another second or so, and now he'll head over to the sideline. Winding down toward a minute and a half to play here in the first half. Pistol formation here for Cora. Snap, little roll out, now throw back across the grain, finds Del Judas, who makes the catch, but he's hit by Tyler Hearn, driven back across the 45 and down at the 47-yard line.
Hurd all over that play.
Indeed.
Hurd put a hurt on the receiver there, Del Judas. Didn't have a chance to look up, and even he's lucky he didn't fumble that ball.
J.C. Cora over on the near sideline with head coach Dave Palazzi. It looks like he's intending on sending him back in. There's the whistle to begin play, and the clock starts winding down toward a minute to play here in the first half. And now Coach Palazzi will send the punt formation out. Coming up at the half, Kate's got a look around the region, as she does also your first half stats and recap of what this first half has looked like. Numbers are going to be low scoring on both sides. A lot of defense in a fast-moving first half. Connor Marchand stands at his own 45, gets a good snap, punt away. It will hop around the 11-yard line. Now takes a Blue Devil bounce and a beautiful coffin corner buried inside the 5-yard line. Connor Marchand backs the Mountaineers up with 35 seconds to play in the half at the Mountaineer 2-yard line. Great punt.
Another 40-yard plus. Three for three on 40-yard plus, and you don't see that very often at the high school level.
You know, they don't give a Ray Guy award in high school football, but thus far, he's looking pretty good from a punting formation. Not that that's where he wants to be successful, but let me tell you, there are lots of kids all across the country that get punting scholarships, so it's not a thing to turn down.
Make money as a punter.
Absolutely.
When you get to the college level, they're looking for specialists.
There's at least 32 punting starters in the NFL that are doing okay financially as well.
Exactly.
Coming to the line, here comes the Mountaineers. Probably content to take the 7-0 lead to the locker room. Chabot goes under center in his own 2. On first down, here's the snap, and the give was straight up the middle for the fullback Brewer. He plows his way to about the 9-yard line. Probably have one more snap here if they so choose. We'll see what they elect to do here on 2nd down and 7 to go. Also want to remind you, Leominster High School Athletic Hall of Fame, honoring our past, inspiring our future. The Leominster High School Athletic Hall of Fame has announced its 2018 induction class. 14 individuals and 2 teams will be honored during an induction ceremony tomorrow night, October the 13th, at the Leominster Lodge of Elks. Whole bunch of great folks getting honored. The 2 teams, the 78-79 hockey team, the 1975 track team. Those are the teams that will be honored. The evening begins with a cocktail hour at 5, dinner to follow at 6, and the induction ceremony at 7. Tickets for the event are $50, and for more information regarding tickets, Frank Stefanidis or Richard Barnaby at leominsterschools.org. Come on out and be a part of that Hall of Fame induction. Last ticks of the first half off the board. It's halftime here at historic Doyle Field with the score, Wachusett 7 and Leominster 0. Leominster High School football on the K-Zone, brought to you by Fidelity Bank, helping you get where you want to be with heart. Colonial, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram of Hudson. See the difference, selection, service, and price make. And Sean Patrick's Restaurant and Catering, the home of creativity, diversity, and flavor. Our halftime score, Wachusett 7 and Leominster 0. We take a break. Halftime show is next over on the K-Zone. For those of you joining us on Leominster TV, you'll get a performance from the Leominster High School Marching Band and our halftime show. That's a 2-for-1 deal. More to come when we come back. This is Leominster High School football on the K-Zone, WPKZ.
Chris, you on camera 1? I'm going to try to get a front shot here.
Alongside Bill Thomas and Kate Robbins. I am Todd Robbins, joining you here for our halftime show, and it's brought to you by Hometown Bank. We say that's my bank because we feel like our bank is looking out for us. Hometown Bank wants you to call them your bank. They don't answer to Wall Street, they answer to you. Visit hometowncoop.com to learn more. Hometown Bank, Sac Boulevard, Leominster, and 7 other area locations. Wachusett 7, Leominster nothing at the half here on the K-Zone. Happy to have you with us on AM 1280, 105.3 FM, and streaming live at WPKZ.net. We'll have scores from around the region coming up, plus our first half recap. But tonight is our breast cancer awareness broadcast. We've been splashing a little pink in there all night long. Of course, October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And this message, your mother, your sister, your best friend, they're all at risk for getting breast cancer. Women should schedule mammograms to detect breast cancer in its earliest stages. A mammogram can help your doctor find the cancer early, years before a lump is big enough to be felt, which is why annual mammograms are incredibly important. Encourage the women in your life to ask their doctors about scheduling a mammogram today. For more information, call your doctor. Thank you so much for joining us, and again, we do appreciate those life-saving tips as well. As you get a look at me, along with Billy and Kate, wearing our pink tonight. That was a couple of years ago, Bill Thomas, but it may have even gotten a little bit obnoxiously brighter as the years have gone by. It's
an interesting picture, a very cute picture. Thank you, Jack.
No, hey, I supplied that one.
Oh, you did. Thank you.
We gotta take a new one. Get one in blue as well. All right, let's take a look at our first half recap. I promise you, Kate is here. She is way under the weather, so we love her dearly, but I'll give you the statistical update here. Techner Apex says, explore the world of plastics through their unbridled passion for technology. Combined with a customer-centric approach, Techner Apex delivers your customized solutions no matter how specific your need. Online at technerapex.com. Techner Apex brings us our first half recap. 7-0, Wachusett on top of Leominster at the half. Comparing first downs, Wachusett with 7, Leominster with just 4. On third down, Wachusett 2 of 6, that's 33%. Leominster is 0 of 3 on third down. On fourth down, Leominster hasn't had a fourth down try. They've punted on all of their fourth down opportunities. The Mountaineers have gone for it 3 times, successful once. They turned it into their 6 points. Otherwise, they were 0 of 2 through the majority of the first half of action. Rushing yards, 20 rushes, 70 yards on 20 rushes. That's about 3.5 yards per carry for the Mountaineers. Meanwhile, the Blue Devils, 45 yards on 6 carries. That's about a 7.5 yard per carry average. On the passing side of things, the Mountaineers 7 passes for 82 yards, averaging about 27.33 yards per pass. Leominster 6 passes, 6 yards. That's about 2 yards per pass thus far. 3 of 7 is Melky Chabot at this point. He's averaging about 43% on his pass completions. Meanwhile, Leominster 3 of 8, that's 38%. Total offensive yards through the first half, the Mountaineers with 152 total yards, the Blue Devils just 51. The 1 touchdown for the Mountaineers came on fourth down. Mountaineers 4 possessions to the Blue Devils 3. Time of possession kind of bears that out. Mountaineers have possessed it roughly 14 minutes, 12 seconds to the Blue Devils 6.5 minutes minutes of coverage there as well. As Bradley comes over, he gives himself a pat on the back and gets a little FaceTime as well. I know he doesn't enjoy that, but Jack's out there with a look from our field camera as well. Hello, Jack, there. As you can see us sporting our pink up here on Press Road tonight. Time now for our look at the Happy Jacks halftime scoreboard, brought to you by Happy Jacks Restaurant, 785 North Main Street in Leominster. All the spices of the Southwest, blended with the flavors of the Gulf Coast, served in a festive island setting. Happy Jacks is more than a restaurant, it's an attitude wrapped in a fiesta. Check them out on the web at happyjacksrestaurant.com. Our Happy Jacks halftime scoreboard looks like this. St. John's on top of Shepherd Hill, 15-14. That score heading toward halftime. Shrewsbury on top of Algonquin, 13-6 in the second quarter. Doherty already in the fourth quarter. That game kicked off at 6:30, Bill Thomas. It's 49-0. Doherty on top of Worcester South right now. Lunenburg on top of Air Shirley, 7-0. First quarter action there. Neshoba on top of North Middlesex in the second quarter, 14-0. Marlboro on top of Groton Dunstable, 14-0 in the first quarter. Tantascwa leads Southbridge 10-0 in the second quarter. And as expected, Stoneham taking the wood to Watertown tonight, 32-0. Second quarter action there. One more Friday night score. Kate got word this game got shifted. Game was supposed to be played tomorrow. Worcester Tech was supposed to host Assabet Valley, but Foley Stadium was already spoken for. So that game is being played on a practice field tonight, somewhere down in the city of Worcester. And right now, Assabet Valley in that practice field mud on top of Worcester Tech, 13-6 in the third quarter on this Friday night. Games on the Saturday slate. Fitchburg travels to Westboro, Quabbins at Tingsboro, West Boylston at Gardner, Nipmucks at Blackstone, Millville, Hopedale, Burncoats at St. Peter Marion, Holy Name at Worcester North. Hey, there's that game that's at Foley Stadium. Worcester North is hosting Holy Name, and Grafton is at Uxbridge. That's our Happy Jacks halftime scoreboard here on the K-Zone.
But they didn't want to play two in Worcester yesterday. That would have been a nice doubleheader.
Yes.
So what's this with Nipmuc having to play 3 towns at once? I mean, come on now. Little town of Nipmuc. Oh, actually, it's 2 towns.
I was going to say,
still,
Blackstone, Millville, Hopedale,
yeah.
it sounds like
against
a
Menden
lot.
Upton.
Indeed. Indeed it is. 7-0 Wachusett on top of Leominster here at the half at historic Doyle Field. Yes. Hey, a voice, Bill Thomas.
Go ahead.
It's Kate. Yes, hello, Kate.
So somebody, I don't know who it was, just
a secretive number, yes.
Yeah, it said that you probably shouldn't do stats anymore. So I think I have to man up.
I don't think that's exactly what they said. They said nobody does stats.
Well, I don't
like
take
you.
compliments very well, so.
That was a reverse compliment.
I guess I'm gonna have to talk. It's not good.
Well, just everybody knows
I'm sorry,
that
I
we're
tried.
getting our information from you, so it's
That's right.
spot on A1. You're just not
feeding us the
it.
numbers. Well, Kate, here's your chance to get in on this. How about a peak performance of the first half? It's driven by North End Subaru, a proud member of the Colonial Automotive Group, located Route 13, 757 Chase Road in Lunenburg. North End Subaru is a stellar performer dealer online at northendsubaru.com. All right, Kate. North End Subaru drives our peak performance of the first half. What do you got?
We only have 1 touchdown in the game, and that is by Mr. Brewer, number 35 for the Wachusett Mountaineers, so we're going to have to go with him. He's got the only real offensive production out there.
And he's part of a three-headed running attack that thus far, he is the bruising fullback for sure thus far.
Bruising Brewer. And I mean, we got to give
and
a
he's
nod
sleeveless on top of it.
I know it. That's how you got to identify him somehow. You can't just rely on numbers. But I can't talk enough about the Blue Devils defense, and we talk about a play that's out there for every play, Connor Marchand.
Yes.
You know,
yes, indeed.
we praise his punting, but he's got some tough yards up the middle, and he's out there in the middle of the defense like he always is. And he's one of those kids that are out there for every play, and you know, you got to give him a lot of credit for that 7-0 score, even though they are down by 7.
We're going to have to keep very, very close eye on this game between St. John's and Shepherd Hill. Shepherd Hill just scored again, 21-20 right now. St. John's ahead of Shepherd Hill, but the Rams are making it a game.
Indeed they are. We'll see how that develops as this second half continues here, and the second half out in Dudley develops as well. Good time to mention, by the way, our partners over at Leominster TV celebrating their 20th year of television coverage. Of course, here tonight, 20 games for 20 years going on each and every Tuesday and Thursday night with replays throughout the week. And we're getting into those years, Bill Thomas, that are a lot of fun. The returns from VHS and old-fashioned digital tape that are being restored by our fantastic archivist and now field camera operator Jack Selly. I know he's loving every minute of this, and of course, been having a lot of fun restoring those games. We're into the middle into the single-digit 2000s right now. 2004 the other night, so that means coming up this week, 2003, and then a look back at 2002 as well, the Super Bowl championship.
Now, Billy, you need to check these out. These are Todd's prime years.
Yeah, it was before me, and unfortunately, I was not part of the Leominster community back then, but it's a great historical perspective, and I'm enjoying catching up with
There's
it.
nothing like seeing Todd in high school. There's nothing like it. Nothing like it at all.
Spoken by somebody who lived through it with me. It's time now for our mid-game.
Why'd you think I ran for so long?
Before we get to those mid-game adjustments, Mike LeClaire checking in from Monty Tech tonight. Monty Tech and Abby Kelly tied at 6 through the first half. So halftime over at Monty Tech. Monty Tech and Abby Kelly Foster tied at 6 at the half over at Monty Tech tonight. Let's take a look now at our mid-game adjustments as we survey the field with Whitman and Bingham Associates. Civil engineering, land surveying, and environmental planning at its finest. Services for residential, commercial, and industrial projects. Offices in Leominster and Chelmsford. Learn more online at whitmanbingham.com. Experience is in the name, Whitman and Bingham Associates. All right, Billy and Kate, mid-game adjustments through one half of action.
How about score?
Score a touchdown. I was on top of that with Kate. We didn't even make eye contact. You got to score if you're going to win. So find a way to score. Score a touchdown in a 2-point difference.
One of the things to think about, the Blue Devils' offensive production all week last week, 108 yards. Right now they're on pace for a similar number. They need to get the offensive production going. They need a long, sustained drive, or at least get on the board.
And I think Coach Palazzi talked about it in his pregame. Todd, they're having trouble at wide receiver, so it doesn't open up the field.
You ready for the second half? I guess I'm going to talk.
Take over the play-by-play.
It's going to be awful.
Time now for...
People are going to be calling in Bakersfield.
Time now for our second half kickoff. Ball on the tee, 40-yard line at our left. And there is the kick from Wall. End over end. It will be returned by Brian Rodriguez from his own 25. Full head of steam, slip through one, cross the 35, go 40. Now 45 before he is gang tackled down and around that 45-yard line. But Rodriguez added the extra yards with that full head of steam, angling back to his right, and found himself quite the space to give Leominster fantastic field position to start this second half.
Yeah, and it's going to have to see here if the Blue Devils get a little momentum offensively. You know, I touched on it a little bit. The coach talked about lack of production at wide receiver, and I think that's allowed the defenses to pack it in and at the very least just go one-on-one out there. They don't have a go-to guy, and they're not respecting the wide receiver position defensively.
On first down, handoff straight up the middle for Couch. Couch crosses the 50, cut down right around the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, second down and 3 to go. That second half kickoff was brought to you by Fidelity Bank of Leominster. The idea that businesses do well creates a brighter today and tomorrow for everyone involved. It's a win-win-win. Now, who doesn't like that? Your Fidelity Bank, helping you get where you want to be with heart. Here comes Cora on second down and 4. The snap, give it to Marchand, and Marchand plows forward across midfield and cut down right around the 48-yard line. No gain on the play. Third down, 7 to go.
You know, going back to that first down, Adam Couch, not a lot of touches tonight. You know, we haven't really called his name in a positive way that I can recall, and I think he needs to step up here in the second half and bring that spark offensively from his tailback position.
Make it a third down and 4 to go. 9:55 to play here in the third quarter. 7-0 the Mountaineer lead. Blue Devils with the first offensive touch of the second half and looking to get themselves on the board.
Let's have some production.
Indeed. Here comes third down, 4 to go. 2-back split, 2 receivers open to the left. Cora calling signals under center, the snap. Give it to Couch. Couch finds some room and out to the right side he goes. He's got right sideline and he's off to the races. Beats one defender, sheds him again into the end zone. Hello, Adam Couch.
Welcome to the game, Adam Couch.
48 yards down the right sideline and untouched for a Blue Devil touchdown just a minute and a half into the second half.
Is he mic'd up? Did he hear what I just said 30 seconds ago? Hey, thanks, Mike. Come on in. Step up, Adam Couch, or else. Make me look good. Thank you.
And there he was, 7-6.
Oh,
Mountaineers got the 1-point lead. Pablo Rodriguez to tie.
I can't top that, Todd. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to sit with Kate. You can have the rest of the game.
My night is over. Gabe Elias holds for Pablo Rodriguez. Ball down. Rodriguez drives it up, and he pulled it. He pulled it to the left. Teams coming back up the field. 9.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Great jubilation to a little bit of defeat. 7-6 Mountaineers on top of Blue Devils. A break and we're back with more. This is Leominster High School football on the K-Zone, WPKZ. Bonus coverage for our viewers over on Leominster TV, and we'll call that unfortunate timing there. Bill Thomas calls a touchdown, but then can't seem to find the extra point in your call.
Yeah, well, it would have been nice. I was hoping they would line up for 2. You know, you got that kind of momentum and that kind of spark. Let's take it to them. But just an unfortunate miss there, but I don't think that's the last of the score we're going to see.
Certainly hope not. They're going to need more, to say the least. Want to thank our great staff of volunteers here with Leominster TV tonight, led by Bradley Bedard, Keith DePerry, Chris George, Jack Selly, and a host of others who are out here with us at Doyle Field, bringing you these fantastic pictures tonight and celebrating Breast Cancer Awareness Month with us as well. And as we welcome you back to historic Doyle Field, Rodriguez sends a little flare from right to left off the right foot. It's toward the sideline, and it angles out of bounds, shy of the 30-yard line, right around the Mountaineer 33. And there'll be a flag out on the play for that one.
No marking?
No mark here, so they're going to take it where it is, it looks like. All right.
Well, probably they would have mocked it off, re-kicked. I think the Wachusett just
take it where it is. Yeah. 1st and 10 Mountaineers, their own 33-yard line. 2-back split in the backfield. Under center goes Chabot. Here's the snap. Bounce it to the left of the formation. Defense closed in quickly there. Calladay was in there with a host of others. Looked like on the carry it was Brewer on the carry on that one. Oh, check it. Henderson on the carry. You gave me the sleeve, Bill
I know.
Thomas.
I thought
you gave me the sleeve.
I thought it was Manzo, but it was. Brewer's wearing sleeves too. He just hasn't been out there enough.
Loss of about 1 on the play. 2nd down and 11. Under 9 minutes to play here in the third quarter. 7-0 Mountaineers lead. Mountaineers coming left to right here in quarter number 3. We'll check the second half time and temperature coming up in a moment. 2-back split, offset left. Chabot under center, the snap. Play action fake. He had some backside pressure there by Rodriguez. The throw was out and complete to the right side. It is complete in the hands of the running back Henderson. Make a little jump stop and then cut back across the 40. He's cut down at the 41. Got himself a gain of a very exciting 7. Call it 3rd down and make it 8. 3rd and 2.
And we'll have to see right here. Blue Devils' first chance here to step up a little bit and put the Mountaineers in a questionable down and distance and see if they can't hold them out from that first down marker.
All right, 3rd down, 2 to go. They need to move the ball to their own 43-yard line for the first down. From right hash, 2-back split under center. Here's the snap and the give and finding some room. It's Brewer. Brewer into the second tier. He's got first down across the 45. Stood up right around midfield. Mark him at the 49. But nonetheless, it is a first down for the Mountaineers.
All right, here's my mid-game adjustment.
Yes.
Manziel took his long sleeve shirt off.
Oh, no.
And now you've
been
thwarted.
The confusion.
And now the guessing continues.
But Henderson's still wearing sleeves, so that's
now, Henderson, I haven't had any problem telling the difference. It's the 2 backs that are wearing the 30 numbers that look about the same. Those are the ones I'm worried about.
He took his sweatshirt off.
Oh, no. Here we go. First down, 10 to go, their own 49. Center of that Blue Devil L. 2-back split in the backfield behind Chabot. Here's the snap and the give. It looks like straight up the middle, and it is. This time on the carry, 32 is Mayenzo. He finds right sideline, across the Blue Devil 45, and out of bounds right around the 40-yard line.
Nice turn on that cut over here. Looked like he was going to get angled out of bounds, but great 90-degree turn there at speed and picked up the extra 5 yards he needed.
First down and 10 once again for the Mountaineers, moving in 10-yard increments.
First downs piling up for the Mountaineers. That's their 9th offensive first down. Right now, 179 yards of offense for Wachusett.
Clock stops, 7.5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. 7-0, the Mountaineer lead. 2-back split again. Here's the snap for Chabot, and up the middle, Brewer. And Brewer's cut down shy of the 35 at the 36-yard line. Goes for a gain of 3, 2nd, 7.
Looks like the Mountaineers coming out with that steady dose of up the middle with their running game. 3 yards in a cloud of dust and being successful so far.
And Chabot quickly right back into the huddle here. Mountaineers have developed a rhythm. It's steady. It's quick at times, but they are continuing to just try to press the action here. Liam Griffin's the tight end off the left side of the formation, and now they shift Barry Walsh in motion coming out to the right. Under center, setting, and here's Chabot, the snap, and the give. It's Henderson. Henderson finds some room, now moving laterally across the 30-yard line, turns left corner, cross 25, go 20, and angled out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a Mountaineer first down for Ja'Shawn Henderson.
Billy, how about that? Brian Rodriguez on the pursuit with reckless abandon going to the sideline. So great to see him coming back in this first effort, this first game back from injury, and really just putting his body on the line in order to save a touchdown.
Yeah, he's showing those fresh legs too, being out a game or two, but, rehabbing from that concussion. But he's putting it all on the field tonight.
First down and 10 to go for the Mountaineers. They find themselves at the Blue Devil 13-yard line as we go under 6.5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. 7-6 the Mountaineer lead. Two-back split under center, Chabot. Snap, give it for Brewer. Brewer got hit. Now the football is out. Football is out. Battle to the ground. Couple of blue jerseys in there. Marchand was in there with a host of others, but I think a Mountaineer got to the bottom of the pile, and they did. Looked like 52, Joel Minich, got to the bottom of the pile and came out with the football.
That's 2 times tonight that they've been saved with balls on the ground. The Mountaineers getting just about all the luck so far in this one.
Not just saved, but saved in the red zone too.
Indeed.
So that's those are tough ones not to get on.
And here comes a 2nd down and 9 play. Ball right around the Blue Devil 12-yard line. 5:40 to play here in the third quarter. 7-6 Wachusett's lead. Two-back split, offset to the right, the receiver to either side, and here's the snap. And it's Brewer, finds some room inside right end. Meets the second level, and the linebackers crossing the 5-yard line and down finally right around the 4.
Keeping those legs moving, strong legs there, and just turn and move the pile, pushing backwards. A little help from one of his linemen there, got in on the pile too, Jacob Nadu.
And it'll bring up 3rd down, about 2 to go. They need to move the football to about the 4-yard line for a first down. And they would have a 1st and goal with the Mountaineers. Not far beyond that, 4 yards indeed. They would find pay dirt. Here's the snap and the give. This time that appeared to be Mayenzo off the left side of the formation. And he crosses the 4-yard line to about the 3, and that looks like a first down, Kate.
Nice shoestring grab there by J.C. Cora to stop that one from going into the end zone.
No signal yet. I think we're hesitant here. We might get a measurement.
Yeah, Bob Bonsi's going to bring the chains in. We'll get our first measurement
he
tonight.
He started signal, then he kind of looked, and
maybe not.
Gave the wave.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and women sometimes say, do I really need it? How is it done? What if I can't afford it? Questions. The more you ask, the more you'll know about mammograms. Did you know that Medicare pays for 80% of screenings in mammograms once every 12 months? It does, and since the risk of getting breast cancer increases with age, scheduling annual mammograms is more important than ever. Ask your doctor questions. Discover the importance of mammograms. For more information about scheduling a mammogram, contact your physician.
We've got a first down for the Mountaineers, but we also have Del Judas coming out of the game. He's got blood on his elbow, so he's been substituted. And we're going to get this one started again. Just a fresh set of downs for the Wachusett Mountaineers.
Indeed they will. First down and goal to go. Blue Devil 3-yard line. Two-back split, offset right, under center Chabot. Snap, give it to Brewer. Brewer pounds it inside right end toward the goal line. He is in. It's a Mountaineer touchdown.
All second effort there by Brewer on that first down run and on that run right there. Great leg strength, powered his way into the end zone.
He's got the 2 touchdowns for Wachusett on the night.
Kate's peak performer of the first half, and so far it continues on into the second. Strong runner, low center of gravity, not a particularly tall guy, flies a little bit below the radar, but he lays a whooping on you if you're the first defender to get to him.
He had 3 touchdowns on the ground of his own last week, so we know he's a performer.
Artie Papandrea does the holding. Barry Walsh kicks the point afters. Walsh marks off his distance. Good snap, but Papandrea gets the hold down, pulls it up, and pulled it to the left. No good. Team's coming back up the field. Does that make a difference? 4:38 to play in the third quarter. It's Wachusett 13 and Leominster 6. A break and we're back with more. This is Leominster High School football on the K-Zone, WPKZ. Bonus coverage for our viewers joining us on Leominster TV tonight, and all of a sudden now, teams have matched. One missed extra point apiece. It opens the door a little bit, Bill Thomas, for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, and it might give the Blue Devils just that little extra spark, knowing that they don't got to chase that extra 2 when they score. But this is, it's hard to say that a big possession here, still in the third quarter. But if anything, you want to try to gain some momentum, and you got to keep that Wachusett offense off the field for a little bit. We talked about two-way players, and the Blue Devils have a lot of them.
Back to Doyle Field, where the Mountaineers may have just left the door open a little bit for the Blue Devils by missing an extra point. So 13-6 is our score. Mountaineers on top of Blue Devils for the moment. Leominster's got to find the end zone one more time in order to make that matter. Here's the snap, the kick. End over end it will go. It will be returned there off the foot of Wall. It's Rodriguez stumbling across the 25-yard line, still on his feet across the 30, and cut down around the 35-yard line. Brian Rodriguez with another great return, but
so
down and slow to get up. He's getting help from his teammates.
Took a hit there at the end. Got twisted up a little bit. He ran a long way.
Not the head. Just don't.
Nope. Looks like looks a little shook up.
That's a little bit more than a little.
Yeah, maybe a little more than it looked. I thought initially it was a lower body situation, but
I don't think so.
No, I'm not entirely convinced that is.
That was a bit of a serpentine walk back to the sideline.
It was indeed, and Rodriguez is coming over to the near side bench. We'll keep an eye on it.
He's limping.
LTV giving it a look here as you see the return. Back to live action we go. First down and 10 to go. The Blue Devils, their own 35. In this case, chasing 7. Offset split this time. Snap and flags are out on the play. All of a sudden, it seemed like everybody looked to the right. And then no. Meanwhile, by the way, the ball may have come loose at the end of the play with Cora down. And the Mountaineers think they have it. Not convinced that the officials feel that way, but there is a discussion. Meanwhile, they're at the snap. All 11 guys look to their right on the offensive side of the ball, and a flag was out. And Marchand is barking that the ball was down to the officials. Bob Bonsi with the signal. Offside against the Mountaineers. So the Mountaineers got across the line. That's what caused the mess there. Something just was not right when that football got snapped. And perhaps in this case, this is a Johnny on the spot move by Jack Philbin, the center. He felt the defense come across and he snapped the football.
Well, he got a 5-yarder offside snap in the first quarter too when the Wachusett defensive line
very much offside.
Heads up.
Very much offsides on that replay from LTV.
So Leominster gets a repeat of first down, but it's 1st and 5 at their own 40 this time. The snap, Marchand got the handoff, bouncing football, down it goes, continues downfield, and the Mountaineers have got it. Marchand had it punched out on his way to the ground, and the Mountaineers pick up the football at midfield. Sam Brewer, there he is again. This time he's got a fumble recovery on defense.
That's
Johnny on the spot.
Wow.
You had him, Kate, as a first half performer. I think he heard you. He wanted to put a little lipstick on that and say, yeah, I'm here. Look at me. I'm pretty now.
These are the types of things. These are the types of things that you worry about. This has been kind of the script for the Blue Devils in the last few weeks. Get through a nice half of football, and then things start to unravel. So they got to not let a small problem become a large problem.
And Coach Palazzi is going to take a full timeout here. I think he wants to talk to everybody, or was that a signal? No, he wanted 30. So he wants 30 seconds here. He's going to make a personnel swap. So he'll send in a couple there. Connor Marchand, the middle linebacker, comes to talk to the defensive coordinator, Kevin Murphy. 3:59 to play here in the third quarter. 13-6. 13-6, Wachusett's lead right now here at historic Doyle Field. Quick check of our time and temperature. It's brought to you by Chapdelaine GMC. The right truck can make your job easier, selling and servicing commercial trucks since 1969. Chapdelaine is the best selection of commercial used trucks, period, online at chappygm.com. Right after this first down play, the snap for Chabot. Handoff went straight up the middle, this time for Mayenzo. He got taken down in the backfield. Loss of 4 on the play. Chappie GM's check of our time and temperature here in the second half. 48 degrees and 8:18.
It's fall.
On a Friday night, October the 12th. All the feelings of fall here at Doyle Field right now.
Good. Happy to report that Brian Rodriguez is back on the
in
field.
The game.
Yes,
yeah, that was
over
part
there
of the
in his-
personnel change that we saw.
And I think that's why the coach called a timeout there, to get him back on the field and get the right personnel out there.
Second down and 14 after the huge loss on first down. Mountaineers need to move the football to the Blue Devil 40. Back to pass. Chabot launches for left sideline. Drops it in the breadbasket of the receiver. Pass complete and out of bounds at the 18-yard line. That's Barry Walsh. His first touch with the hands makes a great basket catch over the head of Brian Rodriguez, Kate.
Now, Todd, isn't that exactly who Coach Palazzo was worried about in the pregame? He specifically said we cannot let that ball get to the tight end.
And there he was. Barry Walsh makes the catch down the left sideline.
And I wonder if maybe a coach's decision, seeing slightly injured Brian Rodriguez out there, and they didn't go at him on the first play, but the second play went right at him. That wasn't by accident.
Now Rodriguez just with a straight go down the left sideline. Here's the snap, and this time it's Brewer. Brewer takes a pop moving laterally across the 15. He's cut down around the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. Second down and 7 to go.
You know, we know Brian Rodriguez is tough out there, but you know them coaches, they're not going to give a player any slack, and if they smell a little bit of weakness out there, they're going to go right at him and pick on him, and it paid off for Wachusett that time.
Indeed it did. So a second down, 7 to go for the Mountaineers. They can get a first down across the Blue Devil 10 at the Blue Devil 9. Split backfield this time behind Chabot. Receiver to either side, and here's the snap. Fake the give. Now Henderson, second man. He got an initial hit, spun down in the backfield, and the defense was able to finish him off. Loss of about 4 on the play. Flag is out on the play as well, right around the 19-yard line.
So might have block in the back here, but good defensive play there. Loss of yardage, you'll have to see.
Bob Bonsi with the personal foul signal. Major face mask against the Blue Devils. That's an automatic first down, and in this case, it'll be half the distance from the end of the play.
Let's see if we can't get a look at this from LTV.
Untimely penalty there, and the second major penalty the Blue Devils have taken in their own territory.
Yeah, costly penalty right there. Not that the first one wasn't, but you know, a good defensive play nullified by a penalty involved during the play.
Well, this could be a total of about 13 points that were made off of major penalties. If the Mountaineers can capitalize on this one, the pass interference led to the first touchdown opportunity. Two-back split in the backfield. Chabot, the snap, gave it to Brewer. Brewer was stacked up, and the defense pushes him back. Some pushing and shoving at the end of the play. Henderson tried to spring Brewer free with a little bush push, but that was way too late. Forward progress was stopped, second and goal.
Yeah, officials there with the whistles, rightfully so. I mean, you can't let them pile in, pile on. You know, Brewer might have been able to back his way out of that, but you can't wait for that to happen.
Under 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Leominster High School football on the K-Zone, brought to you by Rollstone Bank and Trust. Rock solid banking since 1846. Garapi Furniture and Mattress Center in downtown Leominster. Rhino Linings of Leominster, where nothing beats a real rhino. On second down and goal, back to pass with some time looking over the middle of the field, then throwing incomplete. Chabot was looking downfield, thought he had Griffin there and wasn't able to make the connection. Leominster High School football on the K-Zone also brought to you by Bolton Orchards. Apple season is here. One need only be out here tonight to know apple season is here. You could feel the apples in the air. Woodcombe Insurance, right coverage, right price. Here comes a third and goal for the Mountaineers now. Inside of the Blue Devil 10 at the 9-yard line. Clock stopped on the incompletion. 1:29 to play in the third quarter. 13-6 is the Mountaineer lead. Here's the walk to the line. Chabot calling signals. Double wing with a fullback in the backfield. Three-step set. Flings corner of the end zone. One-on-one matchup. Jump ball. Del Judas knocks it away. Check that. Couch knocks it away. Del Judas had body position. Couch was the man on Barry Walsh.
Nice play there. Good job by Couch just sealing that off and not giving the receiver any room to come down with that ball. Get a good look at it here on LTV replay. Nice job by Couch out there. Just turned around in time. Yeah. Actually came down with the ball out of bounds. I think Couch had an INT.
Ooh, and he may have with a little more space, but a great play by Couch.
Yeah, turned head around and was right there.
So it brings up a fourth down and goal to go, and the Mountaineers are going to send out Barry Walsh with Artie Papandrea to try to add 3 more. Ball spot will be right about the center of the field. Snap, ball down. Walsh puts a good leg into it, and yep, That's inside the uprights. Teams coming back up the field, 3 more on the board. 1:16 to play here in the third quarter with the score. Wachusett 16 and Leominster 6, and there is a flag out on the field. They're talking to Mike Dubzinski, and it appears it is against Leominster. Mike Dubzinski is saying, yeah, we'll take the 3 points, as it will not be enough to get a first down. Yeah, so the penalty will be declined, whatever it was. And the 3 points on the field goal, good. 16-6 our lead. A break and we're back with more. This is Leominster High School football on the K-Zone, WPKZ. Bonus coverage for our viewers joining us on Leominster TV. A little confusing there, but fairly obvious. The penalty had to be against the Blue Devils, not sure for what. Walsh put a pretty good leg into it, but I thought maybe a little too much backspin.
Yeah, but he did get it over. Nice straight and true down the middle, and it gives the Mountaineers that little cushion of 2 scores. And good job by the Mountaineers taking that turnover down the field, turning that along with the penalty into points. Even though it was only 3, it does give them a 2-score lead.
Radio rejoining us here in a moment.
And we are back here for third quarter action with Leominster and Wachusett. Todd getting hellos from some friends.
That's Mike Roberts and company here. You never miss an opportunity to say hello here at press level. They wanted us to remind everybody, freshman game out here at Doyle Field. They battle Wachusett at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning right here at Doyle Field. So come on out for that one as well. Ball on the tee, 40-yard line at left. Kyle Wall has got the ball teed up, sets the entire line down in a 3-point stance, and here we go. Wall puts that left foot into it, and it rolls. It might have been touched by Elias, but it made it to Rodriguez, who picks it up, gets ahead of steam going. Got 30, 35, and then 40, and cut down around the 43-yard line.
Tough kid, Brian Rodriguez, popped right up. Not shy of getting his nose dirty out there and seeking the football out on every play. Another one of those two-way players, special teams, and there's a lot of numbers we're calling on every play out there.
Indeed it is. Remember, October is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. October being National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, breast cancer deaths are on the decline thanks to increased awareness and early detection. Schedule your annual screening and mammogram today. For more information, radiologyinfo.org. On first down and 10 for the Blue Devils, their own 42. The snap, Couch got the handoff, and Couch unceremoniously grabbed by the shoulder pads and kind of hurled forward like a sack of potatoes, but he'll gain 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Get him any way you can.
He might have got thrown forward for 3, but the officials only gave him a yard.
Yeah, gave him a yard. My goodness, he got flung. Like, here, go.
Forward, that doesn't count for forward progress?
Apparently not. It was unceremonious, that's for sure. My goodness, 2nd down and 9. Last 35 ticks here of the third quarter. 2 receivers bunched tight on the short left side of the formation. 2 backs in the backfield behind Cora. Hard 5-step drop. Floats down the seam. Jump ball. It was swatted down. Incomplete. And let's credit Brian Rodriguez there. He was in double coverage, and he knew he did not have body position. He jumped back into the play and just waved an arm out there, basketball style, and knocked that ball down. Otherwise, that was an INT. Tom Reiki had position for the INT.
Yeah, the tip drill.
Yeah.
It was 6 hands in there, but luckily 2 other Mountaineers were unable to corral after tip.
Indeed.
That throw was a bit of a lame duck from the beginning,
and
though.
it was thrown into quadruple coverage.
About the 3rd or 4th pass we've seen from Cora tonight that looks like it came from a sophomore quarterback and one who's feeling desperate out there trying to find a receiver downfield. 3rd down and 9. Good snap for Cora. He's going to roll out hard to his left. Trying to direct traffic under duress.
Come on, JC.
And he flings the ball out of bounds. That's going to be intentional grounding. The flag is down, Bob Bonsi. This is going to be loss of downs. Got to hold that football. Cora, frustrated. Helmet comes flying over on the near sideline. Lots of frustration and negativity. You could feel it, palpable there. Sometimes you just got to take the sack.
Did they pick up the flag?
It looked like a little wave there.
I think they picked up the flag. Yeah, they have 4th down and a country mile.
Yeah, 4th down, very long. So they enforced the penalty. They enforced the distance. It's a loss of down as well to bring up 4th down.
I think they might have put him in the grasp. He was ready to be tackled. They might have blown the whistle quick there, saved him.
Perhaps they did, and there's the punt, nonetheless, on 4th down and very long. Fair catch signal for bobbled. A muffed football loose, but the Mountaineers look like they have position there on the inside. There is a battle developing, but Mountaineers had body position. Second time tonight that Mayenzo has been unable to control the football. That's the end of 3 quarters here from historic Doyle Field. Teams change ends, the all-important 4th and final quarter. When we come back, it's Mountaineers 16, Blue Devils 6. This is Leominster High School football on the K-Zone, WPKZ. Bonus coverage for our viewers over on Leominster TV. Great opportunity to thank our great sponsors of Leominster TV's Action Sports, the El Camino Restaurant, Troy Hebert Construction, MP Crowley Company Incorporated, Dream Kitchens and Baths, and United Solutions. We thank all of you for underwriting LTV's Action Sports and making this great programming possible. I want to thank our great volunteers tonight, led by our sports director, Bradley Bedard. Keith DePerry is here, Jack Selly is here, Chris George, and a host of others as well, bringing you these great looks. I know Alan Redstone was down here earlier tonight, working on the wires and getting some new terminations at some new locations, bringing you these great looks tonight. And I can't say enough about the looks Jack Selly's been able to get down on the sideline tonight, really getting us some great live looks from the sideline as well. Been really a great night tonight over on Leominster TV, and you had a front row seat to the frustration that came up just a few moments ago.
Yeah, you know, once again, JC, that's a sophomore quarterback inexperience.
Teams change ends to begin the 4th and final quarter. Mountaineers will come right to left in this 4th and final quarter. They've got 1st down and 10 from their own 34. Under center, Chabot. Sweet pitch coming to the near side left. Turning the corner, Mayenzo. He got hit. No, make it Brewer. Brewer crosses the 35, and he's down around the 37-yard line.
Good job by Couch there supporting that run from his cornerback position. Got the initial hit on him, slowed him down, and pretty much dropped him for no gain. Gave him 1.
Very quick,
maybe 2.
interesting personnel situation going on. J.C. Cora right now not playing defense for the Blue Devils. He's on the sideline talking with defensive coordinator Coach Murphy. But right now, J.C. Cora on the sidelines not playing defense.
2nd down and 8 to go. Under center this time, Chabot. Double fake, now the roll out to the left. Looking for some time, looking sideline. Chabot's gonna call his own number. He kind of half aborts a snap, crossing the 35 with the slide, and ooh, he got crunched a little bit at the end of that play. Somebody's gonna work on sliding with Melky Chabot.
He got rolled up on when he went down in the ball. The Blue Devil defender decided he was gonna finish him off, but yeah, you're right, he's gotta work on that. But just being aggressive and good job just getting something out of nothing right there by Chabot.
They give you that ability to slide to protect yourself, and
right.
I think he might have made it worse on himself, quite frankly, there, but he did manage to gain a couple. 3rd down, about 6 to go
Cora's back
for
on
the Mountaineers. J.C. Cora returns to action, as Kate points out. 9.5 minutes to play here in the 4th. 10-point lead for the Mountaineers at 16-6 under center. Here's the snap. It's the reverse coming back to the left side, sniffed out by the Blue Devil defense, and down it goes after a short gain. Connor Marchand had the final hit to close things out. I saw Jack Philbin in there as well.
Good job sniffing that sneaky play out there. It's going to bring up a 4th down, and the Mountaineers are going to punt the ball back to the Blue Devils here.
A chance to change field position. Blue Devils with a chance to get some great starting field position here in the early going of the 4th quarter, chasing 10 as we wind down toward 9 minutes to play here in the 4th.
It's only 8:30.
I know. We're only about an hour and a half into this in actual time, and we're heading toward the end of this football game. It's been crazy how fast it's been moving.
I can tell you why in a minute.
Kyle Wall to punt. Good snap, and he puts a beautiful boot into it. A wobbler, fair catch signaled and made around the 27-yard line by Adam Couch. Kyle Wall, great night tonight as a kicker in addition to his work on the line. Kate says she's got the reason, if you will, that that this game is seemingly going so fast.
35 rushing attempts by Wachusett, and they have 25 minutes and 45 seconds of game clock. You put the ball on the ground that many times and you control the game clock for that amount of time, you're just going to chew it up like a monster.
And indeed they have thus far in this one. Here comes the Blue Devils out. Cora back at that quarterback spot. 1st down and 10. His own 27-yard line coming left to right. In that color rush, blue on blue, trimmed in white. A splash of pink in there, white helmets. white grills and the single royal blue stripe for the Blue Devils. Snapping back to pass. Looks underneath, complete for Marchand in a pile, and back, and back he goes. And finally down around the 15-yard line. Nowhere for Marchand to go. He caught the football, but his point of farthest progress is a gift right around the 21-yard line.
He would have been better off not catching the football because it turns into about a 6-yard loss on top of it.
Indeed. As we wind under 8.5 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter, and Leominster in need of points on this possession. It's 16-6 Wachusett. They are chasing 10. Leominster High School football on the K-Zone, brought to you by Enterprise Bank. Create success. Troy Hebert Construction, your first choice for your needs. And Schofield Power Equipment. Done right the first time, you've got Schofield Power. Second down and 15 to go. The snap and the give. This time it's Couch. Couch off left side of the formation. He got turned. That tackle looked a little high inside the collar there, but down he goes. It'll be a gain to about the 25. Getting back a small bunch there. It'll bring it third and a little more reasonable. Third and about 13.
Actually, I only gave him 2 yards on that to the 23-yard line. So you're still looking about third and 14, 15 yards.
Okay.
You know, Kate, you talked about lack of offensive production in the first half, and going back to last week, even less here in the second half up to this point.
That's absolutely correct.
Indeed. Blue Devils need to move the ball out to their own 37-yard line for the first down. Straight eye swept back behind Cora. Calls a signal out on the linebacker. Now a 3-step set. He looks downfield. Jump ball. Brian Rodriguez makes the catch across the 40 and down at the 44-yard line. Moves the sticks for the Blue Devils.
Welcome back, Brian Rodriguez, and that probably doubles their second half production and offensive.
They had 61 yards up until that point in the third and the fourth quarter combined.
I mean, that's just the Blue Devils just not have been able to move the ball on the ground, and you know, we talked about the lack of a passing game. And
first half, Blue Devils had 51 yards of total offense. They're actually doing a lot better, well, a lot, but 82 yards of offensive production in the second half so far for Leominster.
The way that first half went, that 30 extra yards seems like a lot.
It
Cora,
does.
play action rollout now, throws, a little wobbly, but he got it to Connor Marchand, and Marchand's out of bounds across the 45 at around the 43-yard line.
Nice pass, sorry, Todd. Nice pass in the flat there, and that's the way to use Connor. Get him out there on a linebacker. Don't worry about setting up a screen. Let him work one-on-one.
That's only the 7th first down, though, for the Blue Devils offense on the evening, courtesy of Connor Marchand.
And the Blue Devils working quickly here. They want to build. They've got back-to-back plays.
You want to?
Absolutely. Hey, while the momentum's rolling, here's the snap now on first down and 10. Connor Marchand battling into the second level, throws a shoulder across the 40, and he's down around the 37-yard line.
Gain of 8 for Marchand.
And here's Coach Palazzi. Hey, quick. Get in the huddle. Get in and out of the huddle. Let's go. Call some plays and go.
Let's go no huddle right here. Just get up there and hold the Wachusett defenders in their spots.
6:05 to play here in the fourth, and Leominster chasing 10. Second down and about 3 to go. Cora will go under center, offset, split to the left. 2 receivers open to the left. The snap and the give. It's Couch this time. Couch off the left side of tackle there. He'll cross the 35, and he's cut down right around the 32-yard line. It's another Leominster first down, and perhaps this is the thing. You know, Syracuse University's been running the orange is the new fast offense this year. Perhaps the Blue Devils are the new fast. Go fast. Why not?
I mean,
see if something works.
If you can keep the defense on their heels, keep them from situational substituting and calling their own defenses, that's where you find success.
Here comes a first down and 10 for the Blue Devils at the Mountaineer 32 going left to right. Cora takes a second. Now he looks over to Coach Palazzi at the sideline as they check the defense. Now they'll bark out a signal here. Cora calls some signals down the line. He's got 2 receivers out of the eye to the left. Under center, the snap and the give. It's Couch this time. Couch in the middle of the defense. They seem to have piled up there. The wedge formed and dropped Couch there. About a half-yard gain on the play. Call it second down, 9.5.
Couch lost a shoe there, too. We're going to see. I think he's going to have to come out for a play here.
He is. Couch is going to go over, so they're going to send in another running back here. Miles Bowers will get the tight end spot here.
Bowers the only one with an offensive touchdown for the Blue Devils last week.
And here he comes with maybe an opportunity to make a difference. Bowers talks to Marchand as he dots this eye. Marchand, the fullback. 2 receivers open to the left. Cora scans and now goes under center on second and 10. 2 fakes, now the rollout. Trying to square his shoulders, going the wrong way. Reverses, throws, out of bounds, and
Was he outside of the tackles?
Now some pushing and shoving. Cora got dumped after the fact. Zach Calladay comes running back into the play to police things and defend his quarterback there. Did it cleanly, though. He just put his body presence there and said, leave my quarterback alone.
But was he outside the no?
Yeah, the flag has come out. Bob Bonsi will drop it. This is going to be intentional grounding against Cora. Coach Palazzi with questions there. Cora chucked it. The ball definitely didn't make it back to the line of scrimmage. And the signal is intentional grounding against Leominster. Unfortunately, the way this season has been going, Cora struggling to know when to take the sack, when to throw the ball away, and if you're going to throw the ball away, how to do it in an effective fashion that's not going to draw a penalty here. I've seen more intentional groundings this year than I've seen maybe in 5 years combined.
Yeah, I have to combine. You know, he just has to learn when you can't just run backwards. You got to roll out and then get the ball downfield.
Look downfield.
You know, you can't just continue to run backwards in circles. And then
somewhere in the general neighborhood of a receiver would be helpful as well.
That might be helpful too. Dead giveaway when there's no blue where you throw the ball.
After the enforcement of the penalty, 3rd down, and you can't see the end of the sticks from the field. From our location, it's in the Mountaineer territory at the Mountaineer 22-yard line for the 1st down. The snap from the Blue Devil 47. Cora launches, looking for the tight end, Del Judas, and he overshot him by about 3 yards. Pass will fall incomplete, and it brings up 4th down, and the pushing and shoving continues at the end of the play, and Calladay says discretion the greater part of valor. He took the left-hand turn back toward the huddle there, and yeah, still some conversation happening at the end of the play. This one's going to get chippy before this one's over. You can already feel the tension down on the field.
Yeah, I think you're right, Todd, and you know, it's been a fairly well-played game here, and you know, some very aggressive play on both sides of the ball, and the players are getting after it now with about 4.5 minutes left.
Blue Devils will punt, snapping the football from their own 47. Marchand stands at his own 34. Good snap, steps up to it. He'll punt it away around his own 37, and it is hit on a line drive to be returned for Tom Reiki, and that was a fair catch signaled for. Then he didn't make the fair catch, and now the flag is out on the play. So he signaled for the fair catch. If you field it and then try to continue the play, that's a penalty.
That was kind of odd looking. I wonder if it looked like he was just chasing the ball with his hands up. I wonder if we get a good look at this, but it was interpreted as a fair catch signal.
It's a delay of game signaled against the Mountaineers for the inappropriate fair catch signal. The Mountaineers will keep the football, but they'll take a penalty at the end of this one. We'll see if the replay shows it. You see Marchand get the kick away.
I didn't see a fair catch signal
he was backing up. I don't know if he threw it up quickly. The coaches up here at press level, they jumped all over it immediately. They saw the hand up, so I'm wondering if it was just as the ball reached its peak. I was still watching the ball travel. If he went up with that fair catch signal too early there, and it led to the penalty. So the Blue Devils the beneficiary. Mark the ball back inside of Mountaineer 15 at the 13-yard line. 1st down and 10. Mountaineers coming right to left. The snap, the give. It looked like Brewer, but he got swallowed up quickly. It was Brewer on the carry, lost 2 on the play, 2nd and 12.
Looks like I think the Blue Devils are going to start using their timeouts here, Todd. You got to save clock, chasing 2 scores here. You can't just chase that 1 score and try to get the ball back and win the game.
It's like basketball, fouling to extend the game.
Exactly.
You got to try to use your timeouts here to extend the game as much as you can. Hard when this game's been going as fast as it has been. 4:14 to play here in the 4th quarter, 16-6. Mountaineers with the lead right now. Leominster High School football on the K-Zone brought to you by Acme Carpet One. 4 generations of quality work from your neighbors. Techner Apex delivers your customized solutions.
You know, Blue Devils got to be careful not to get trapped into tackling the ball here and giving up something big and not going for the player. You know, we just want to stop here and get the ball back.
2nd down, 12 to go. Here's the handoff to the outside right. It is Mayenzo. He's got some room crossing the 20-yard line, cut down around the 21. And it looks like he's just shy by about 2 yards. It'll be, looks like 3rd down, about 2 yards to go here, under 4 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. Time now for our game update here in the 2nd half. It's brought to you by the all-new Colonial Ford of Marlboro. Proud to be the latest member of the Colonial Automotive Group, serving Eastern Massachusetts since 1992. Home of the best selection, service, prices, and most important, the best reputation. Yes, you can have it all at Colonial. From Monty Tech on top of Abby Kelly Foster, 14-6 at the end of the third quarter. Meanwhile, back to live action. Here comes Henderson with the handoff. He's got himself the sideline. He's got 40, 45, midfield, the other 45, now 40, and angled out of bounds there. And a great run for Jajon Henderson.
Good job getting around the right side. Brewer almost broke around. Manziel almost broke that one earlier around that play earlier, but good job by Henderson there, taking advantage of possibly some tired legs out there.
Gain of 40 on the play.
Getting a big first down for the Mountaineers.
Huge run, keeps the drive alive, changes field position here, and the clock now is Leominster's enemy here, down 10, 16-6 the Mountaineers lead. Mountaineers with possession and field position. Snap and the give this time, it was Brewer. Brewer got hit, spun, and just tried to hang on to the football as he went to the ground. He was successful in doing that and got a chunk as well, at least 5, maybe 7, and they're still walking. Make it 8, 2nd down and 2 to go.
Couch Cora there trying to tackle the ball out of his arms, but unsuccessfully. Cora coming out of the game right now, getting a spell.
3 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Remember, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we at Leominster TV and at the K-Zone are bringing attention to the importance of mammograms and screening. This month, we are raising awareness about the importance of mammograms. 182,800 new cases of breast cancer are diagnosed every year, and early protection can be your best friend. Get your mammograms, get them early, get them often, and that is brought to you by the K-Zone and our friends at Leominster TV as well. Henderson on that carry got himself a Mountaineer first down. Cannot emphasize enough the importance of those early screenings.
15th first down for Wachusett on the night right now. As a unit, 314 yards of offensive production, and they only had 185 of it is the ground game. 129 yards passing. That's kind of a sleeper stat for the Mountaineers.
You know, Coach Palazzi kind of mentioned that in the pregame, saying that, you know, they throw the ball well too, does Melky Chabot, and
it's not really
that number
their
shows it. No, not at all. But when they do rip them off, they rip them off in large quantities. Handoff there looked like Brewer, I believe it was. Oh, yeah, it was. Short gain on the play across the 25, and now Liam Griffin is slow to get up. They blow the play dead, so Griffin's going to have to step out of the game. They're going to need a new tight end.
Hey, Billy, what do you think the Doherty score is against Worcester South?
A lot to a little, or a lot to none, maybe.
A lot to none is correct.
They got over 60?
56 to nothing in the third quarter.
Well, they had 49 by the half, didn't they?
Yeah, so you got that going for you.
Yeah, but I think Doherty's making a statement. You know, they climbed to number 1 in the poll. Central Mass high school poll, maybe the first time they've been there, you know, considering who they're fighting for that position, St. John's and, you know, the Shrewsburys and the Wachusetts. Nice tip of the cap to everybody at Doherty, from the coaching staff on down through the players, that they made it to number 1, getting some recognition.
We're going to name our Good Hands Play of the Day. It's brought to you by Allstate Insurance agent Patty Pritchard, helping people get the insurance coverage they need for more than a decade. Opening a new office at 423 Main Street in Fitchburg. With Patty Pritchard and Allstate, you're in good hands. We got our Good Hands Play of the Day after this one. Snap and the give. That's Mayenzo up the left side of the formation, across the 20 and down at the 18-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 4 to go, and Mayenzo may have landed on the football. He is slow to get up and grabbing his rib cage. Allstate Insurance and Patty Pritchard bring you our Good Hands Play of the Day, and it's got to go to Barry Walsh with that over-the-shoulder basket catch early on here in the second half over the head of Brian Rodriguez. That's our Good Hands Play of the Day, brought to you by Patty Pritchard and Allstate. With Patty Pritchard and Allstate, you're in good hands.
We got a ball game against St. John's and Shepherd Hill. It's a 1-score ball game right now. St. John's leading 27-20.
That's going to be the waning moments there in the fourth quarter.
Thus far.
And St. John's has showed that ability to come back. They came back after being down big against Wachusett and ended up taking that game. I think they were down 31-14 at one point, came back to win 38-31. So
Shrewsbury's got the game in hand against Algonquin right now, up 40-6 late in the fourth quarter.
Looks like we got an extended timeout here now.
Yes, they're now going to
they're
send
helping
everybody
him
off.
the
Yeah,
field.
over
They're
to
still
the side.
helping him off the field. Yep.
Goes Griffin.
Under his own power. It's nice to see.
Which is that is a good thing
We have
indeed.
Final score coming in the Neshoba North Middlesex game. Neshoba victorious 29-6 over North Middlesex tonight.
Continuing their undefeated season up to this point.
Indeed. Two backs deep behind Chabot. Chabot goes under center, 1:59 to play here in the fourth. And the give is straight up the middle for Brewer. Brewer's got some room, cross the 10, cut down around the 6-yard line. It'll be a 1st and goal to go for the Mountaineers. Howie Kahn brings you this week's Scholastic Sports Zone. Guests to include Leominster High School football coach Dave Palazzi, Clinton High School field hockey coach Angela Kaiser, and Courtney Ball. That's all on this week's Scholastic Sports Zone right here at home inside the K-Zone. Sundays 11 to noon. Howie Kahn and company will bring you the Scholastic Sports Zone this week.
Fastest moving hour in high school sports.
And then some. And that's just how fast Howie talks, God love him.
Yeah, you don't get a lot of information, but you hear a lot of words.
Boom, 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 boom.
Except when he has his guests like Tom Flanagan and, some of the TNG.
That's always a good interview when
Absolutely.
Tom Flanagan's always fantastic. Had another great article today. We were talking about pregame. Can't say enough about Tom Flanagan of the Telegram and Gazette. Always a fantastic interview. And Bill Thomas, maybe we need to get him more routinely make an appearance this year on the Recipe for a Classic pre-Thanksgiving.
I mean, he's been around a lot of them.
Yes, indeed.
He knows
I'll
high
have to
school
write
sports.
that down so we don't forget.
Add that to the lake. I was going to say, add that.
Because we'll forget, and then you'll ask me about it,
Yeah,
and then
what are
I'll
we
say,
gonna do?
I don't know. Do you think I listen to you?
Inside the last minute to play here in the fourth quarter. 16-6 Wachusett's lead, and the Mountaineers are slowly stalking down their 4th victory of the season and to send Leominster to 0-6.
Right now, Mountaineers with 333 yards of offensive production.
And that's going to do it.
Yeah, victory formation here. Last snap, Chabot will kneel it down. He won't have to do it again. They're going to take 35 seconds off the clock. One more time, October is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. The number of breast cancer deaths continues to decline thanks to increased awareness and early detection through regular screening. Research shows that mammography can detect breast cancer early when it's most treatable. Women over 40 should schedule a mammogram today. Women of any age who are at high risk should talk to their doctors about when to start screening. For easy to understand information about mammography, breast cancer disease, screening, and treatment, visit radiologyinfo.org. I want to thank the K-Zone and Leominster TV for supporting Breast Cancer Awareness Month today with our broadcast. Final score here from Doyle Field. Wachusett is a winner, 16-6 over the Blue Devils tonight. Leominster falls to 0-6 with the loss. Mountaineers to 4-2 with the victory. We've got a full post-game show for you coming to you over on the K-Zone. For those of you that are joining us on Leominster TV or Leominster TV's Facebook page, it's time for you to flip on over to AM 1280 and 105.3 FM or the stream at WPKZ.net. Or for the first time tonight, the K-Zone post-game show will be on our Facebook page as well. So join us for that post-game coming up over on the K-Zone's Facebook page as well. For all of the great volunteers at Leominster TV, for Bill Thomas and Kate Robbins, I am Todd Robbins, saying thank you so very much for joining us once again. The final, Wachusett 16 and Leominster 6. For those of you joining us on Leominster TV, until next week, so long. Tune in to the K-Zone post-game show coming up. For those of you that are going to be with us for our post-game show, most comprehensive in Central Massachusetts, here we go. Lots of fun coming your way on the K-Zone right now. We'll have the most comprehensive post-game scoreboard coming up with all the scores from around the region. We'll recap this one statistically and preview upcoming action. All that and more coming up, where once again, the final score here from Doyle Field, Wachusett 16 and Leominster 6. More to come. This is Leominster High School football on the K-Zone, WPKZ.